Hey everybody, it's Luke with Corporate Crash Out. Welcome to day 2. Thanks for everybody and all the support for yesterday. Just watching the video and saying nice things, and I got a lot of messages. It was really cool. I'm gonna try and do my best to do like recaps of the day before, just financially to keep everybody up to speed. So yesterday we had a really good day. So it was down. Nvidia was down like $5 a share at one point. We bought low and we sold back high. We bought the dip, as they call it. You never know if that's going to actually be a dip or if it's going to just stay down. So it did not stay down. So we're up about 3,300 as of yesterday. I'm not counting any gains from today yet. We are having a good day today, but it's relatively flat, and flat is not good for us. We want volatility. The reason for that is that's what makes options worth buying. That's what makes them like worth investing in. So that is the beta. I think I talked about this really briefly yesterday, but basically the beta is a number around 1, and it represents the volatility of a stock. So if the market is 1, the market moves 1%, which the market is always a 1, then Nvidia is around a 1.8. So that means the market moves 1%, Nvidia moves 1.8%. That's what a beta is. The beta is one of the main factors that drives how much premium you get on an option. What the brokerage is really willing to pay you to execute that option. So the reason that's important is because earnings are coming up next Wednesday, the 27th. That is another major contributor to why an option may, rise or fall. The premium, why you'd get more premium or not. And Nvidia's a very volatile stock, and these are kind of pivotal earnings days. So next Wednesday, after the market closes, they will report their earnings for Q2 2026. Even though, yes, we're only in August of 2025, that's their fiscal calendar, and they will let everybody know how they did. I expect them to have some pretty decent sales. I expect their EPS to report higher than a lot of the professionals and analysts think, but that doesn't always translate to a higher price. That doesn't always really that doesn't really make us any money a lot of times. Sometimes we lose a lot of money on this stuff because it doesn't really hit the level that all the traders want it to hit. They don't hit the same sales goals that everybody wants them to hit. So you'll see that kind of reflect in the share price going lower. I mean, it's pretty much the confidence. A lot of people sell off. There's the confidence decreases. No one knows exactly why the share prices go up and down at all. I firmly believe that. Like, this stock was trading, at $120 a share 6 months ago, and no one batted an eye. So just because a few things change, it's trading at 180. I don't know. No one knows exactly why things go exactly the way that they do. No one, and anyone who ever says that is wrong, and they don't know what they're talking about. There are factors that can lead things to go up and down. But I've had incredible news stories days with this stock, and it went down 3 points. And it's like, what happened? No one knows. Some story will come out later, and it's like, oh, Walmart didn't hit on their online platform, their sales number. Like, what does that have to do with? No, not everything is connected. Sometimes investors will just find ways to make some money, and lowering a stock is a good way to get back into it at a lower level. And I know there are huge organizations and brokerages that manipulate things and buy and sell at incredible volume, and manipulates the market that way. So anyway, so to counteract that like crazy earnings day that's going to happen next Wednesday, and to ensure that we kind of keep making the money that we need to eat, to live, I put in a lot of options. So what that means is, like I said yesterday, I bought, I have 700 shares right now, and options on those 700 shares. So I might have more or less, or I can't have less. I might have more shares than that, and that I'm long in over time. But the only ones that I'm willing to sell are these 700, and they're in various different little blocks. And what that equates to is I'm willing to sell them at specific prices next Friday, and listing them at that price, not knowing what will happen. E-Trade is giving me premium. They're giving me money to be able to do that. So I have 2 puts as well, which means that I am willing to buy shares at a certain price. So what that all equates to is about $2,250 of premium for next Friday. It's not always that high. Okay. So essentially, just so we're all kind of clear about what that means, I'm putting up 900 shares worth of money, of risk, to get $2,240 of premium for basically a week and a half of risk. That equates to about $160,000. So it's not like free money. Like if this stock drops a lot, the calls will cover some of that loss, but ultimately it's a big risk. It's a lot of risk. But it's short term. It's only for next Friday. If the stock does drop after that, I retain the shares and I just kind of wait it out. And this has happened so many times in just the last year and a half, but the last 4 years that I've been kind of watching it. This is just the way it is. I do think the stock is inflated right now, just so everybody knows. I do think it's inflated. I've been saying that for a while. It has dropped about $10 a share from where it was at its like 52-week high. It is, it is softening, I think. I don't know. A lot of people think there's a tech bubble. A lot of people think that there's a lot of stuff happening soon, and I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's all doom and gloom. But also, I am keeping some cash on the side because if it is bad, I will be buying back in very quickly and buying a lot while it's low. So that also is just the way to be. Yeah, so I want to talk a little bit about the trip. I may be going west pretty soon, maybe in the next week or so. There's a lot of stuff I need to do here before I even go, and there's a lot of stuff I need to consider anyway. And I've got plans. I've got stuff I need to do and stuff I want to do too. So the first place I would probably go when I go west, I looked up some national parks and things I want to see. I want to see Lincoln's boyhood home in Lincoln City, Indiana. So I didn't know this, but I guess he grew up in Indiana. He left when he was like in his 20s to go to Illinois, where we all think, the land of Lincoln. But he was already like a man by then. He already like was starting a family and everything. So I want to see that home. I think it's really cool. I looked online. There's like a bunch of cool pictures that I saw. It's like a really pretty area. I think this is probably a good time to see it, like this time of year in Indiana. I think it's probably pretty. So I'll probably do that. That'll be like my first leg. I've got to go and get some stuff. Obviously, I want to get some camping stuff that I don't have. I have most of what I want to take. It'll probably be pretty low. It'll probably be pretty like low impact kind of thing. Like I'll probably be staying in my truck or hotels or, camping, but I might just drive back. I don't know. Who knows? I just want to see some stuff. It also kind of depends on how the market's going. Might dictate the length of the trip and how long I really want to stay away. It's actually cheaper for me just to live in my house and do this than it is for me to just go gallivanting all over the United States. So I'm doing good. Things are really good in the market for me right now. I am doing better than I thought I would, but this is a really good time for it, for what I do. So it's not always going to be this good, but while it is, I'm going to take advantage. I had some people ask me about like, okay, what else do you want to kind of put on this? It's your channel. Like what else you want to kind of have out there? I do want to talk about working out. I think working out's dope as hell. I love working out. I love staying active. I love kind of just sharing that information with people and like sharing their, like telling me what they do. I am walking a lot more to try and get ready for like any hiking I might be doing. I'm doing a little bit more running, which I kind of swore off because I don't think it's very good for you, but I do kind of like the way it makes me feel. I've always loved running. So yesterday I did 6 miles. I had basically 2 3-mile hikes, walks around the neighborhood and in my house, and then I threw in about a mile of jogging in there, and then I had my full weights, like my full weight circuit yesterday. I did chest and back yesterday. So I have more time to do that. That's another thing that I just want to say. Like, somebody told me, like, I love working, and I do too. And I don't want anybody to kind of watch this video and like kind of fantasize about like, oh, I don't want to work either. It's like, no, I love working. I absolutely adore working. I might be a workaholic. I was putting in way too much time at my other job, and I was day trading. So no, this is a full-time job. I'm spending about 6 to 8 hours a day on this, truly on my phone and on the computer. I am doing some analysis at night and in the mornings, pre-market and after hours trading. I am managing my rental properties at this point. I'm going to take over management of one of them, and then the other one, it's really simple. It doesn't take much, but and my parents are awesome and help out. But like, I'll be taking more of an active role in that, and so I am working. I don't want anybody to think like, oh yeah, he just lays around and plays on his phone. Like, no. I'm sitting at the computer 8 hours a day, like I would if I had my regular job. I'm just doing different stuff with it. I'm making stupid videos too. But I don't want anybody to ever like kind of fantasize about just like kind of like, oh, I'm gonna lay around and game and chat on the internet and watch YouTube and whatever. It's like, no, I think it's awesome to work. I think it's really good to kind of be engaged and be a part of the economy and be in, an active contributor to society and the betterment of society. That's not why I quit my job. I quit my job specifically for the things that were happening to me at that job. But I think everybody needs a job. I think everybody needs like to be employed and working towards something. So please don't take this as like me telling everybody to like, oh yeah, go quit your job. I'm not saying that at all, actually. So anyway, I'll end on that note. Thanks everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.